Hi, and welcome back to Carving Up the Trails. I'm Dee.
I'm Carver.
And this is the beginning of the Eastern Carolinas Veterans Route. I want to take a minute and kind of explain exactly what the Eastern Carolina Veteran Route was. This was a collaboration between me and Carver with Jesse and Daisy from Spartan Overland and Matt from Simply Must Go. We put this together to help a wonderful organization called Mind Overland. Mind Overland is a 5013C, and it's designed to get veterans outdoors, overlanding, just give them a community to help them readjust back to civilian life. It's ran by 3 guys. They're all veterans themselves. They're amazing individuals. They do everything they can to ensure that these guys get out, have a good time, find a community, and they do it all for these guys for free. The people that go out with Mind Overland don't have to pay a dime. This all started when me and Carver were talking around, I believe it was Veterans Day of 2023. And then again in around Memorial Day, we kept talking about it, and we kind of just decided we wanted to do something for the veterans. Our family has a very deep heritage in the military, and we wanted to give back to the military in some way, specifically the veterans. And this was an excellent way for us to do that. Unfortunately, with our fundraiser, we haven't quite made it to $20,000 yet, which is our goal. But with Hurricane Helene, which hit the day before we started the whole route, actually the day of, that Friday, it messed up all of Mind Overland's plans. Usually on Veterans Day, they have this big thing where they come out and it's a huge fundraiser, and that's where they raise all of the money that they can get for the year, and that's usually almost their entire budget. They weren't able to do that this year. So if you're watching this video, you feel led to donate, please do so. I'll put a QR code somewhere over here, I don't know. But it'll be on the screen so you can scan it and donate if you would like. Also, while we were preparing for this, I was doing a lot of praying, a lot of soul searching, trying to figure out what exactly our purpose was. And I came across 3 John 1, 5, and 6, and it made the whole thing worth it. And the morning of Helene, we almost canceled because Matt was out of power. My family, I wasn't sure if my wife and daughter were going to be able to keep power. Somehow through it all, we kept power. Daisy and Jesse and their boys, they were out of power, so they all came, and we decided to do it anyways. But I was reminded of these 2 verses, 3 John 1, 5, and 6, which solidified that we needed to do this. And it says, "Belovedly, you do faithfully whatever you do for the brethren and for strangers, who have borne witness for your love before the church. If you send them forward on their journey in a manner worthy of God, you will do well." And I feel like that's what me and Jesse and Daisy and Matt all purpose in our hearts to do. We're doing this for complete strangers, and we want them to have an opportunity to build a community, to get back into civilian life and adjust back to it the way that we will never understand that they have to. So please enjoy the video. Please think about donating. And here comes the Eastern Carolina Veteran Route.
Hi, it's the next morning. We're packing up and stuff. It's going pretty good. Jesse and Daisy and their kids are getting packed up and stuff. And we're just having a great time hanging out, maybe. And we're doing some stuff today. You keep watching. You'll see it. And tomorrow. They're both really cool.
So we got camp set up. We didn't do a whole lot of filming here at camp because I think there's a 5,000 to 1 mosquito ratio here at Jones Lake State Park. It's a beautiful park. The campsites are amazing, but
there's pterodactyl mosquitoes.
Yeah, they are huge. We're gonna take and get some water before we head out of here, and then we're gonna run over and grab a couple things at Walmart for Jesse and Daisy, and then we're gonna head on to Battleship, North Carolina. Yeah, the state park is actually on Jones Lake, and it's one of the anomalies that are only found in North and South Carolina in the coastal plain and Piedmont, well, actually coastal plain region, and they're called bays. They're just these random oval, like egg-shaped impressions in the earth, and a lot of them will hold a lake or a swamp or something of that nature. But they're very unique, and they're only found, from what I understand, they're only found in North and South Carolina. So, yay us. What do you think?
I think it's cool.
Who knew you were going to be at school on a trip?
This happened to be the weekend that Hurricane Helene hit the Western Carolinas, and we were unsure if we were even going to do the trip. All of us had storm damage. Matt was out of power. Jesse and his family were out of power. So Jesse and Daisy loaded the kids up and headed on down. We're so glad that we did. We sat out in search of the Battleship, North Carolina, located outside of Wilmington, North Carolina. As we pulled up to the ship, we did not expect what was waiting for us. As you enter the building, you go straight into the history of all the U.S. ships with the title of North Carolina. As soon as we exited the museum, we were immediately in the middle of Battleship Alive. This is an immersive experience where you have people dressed like the sailors and Marines and explain what life was like on a World War II battleship. This was so cool to hear those stories. Each reenactor had such a depth of knowledge and a passion for this project that it really did make the ship come alive. It was also cool to get to walk around with Jesse and hear his stories from when he was a Marine and on these naval ships as well. We continued along the tour and continued to grow more and more comfortable with each other. This was the first time that me and Carver had met Jesse and his family. Unfortunately, Matt from Simply Must Go was unable to join us Friday night or Saturday morning, but he called us while we were on the ship and made plans to meet up with us later in Southport. But first, I couldn't let our new friends from Spartan Overland off the boat without pulling a prank on one of them. Sorry, Daisy. You're not supposed to turn the levers, Daisy.
Really?
There's signs everywhere.
Put that in the video.
I'm just picking with you. It's on the engines.
That's not funny.
Hey, Daisy.
Hey, what's up?
Talk to me about these really cool headlights you have. Where'd you get them from?
Oh man, aren't those incredible? I don't see anything like this, and I love them. So I actually got these from Redeemed LED. Those guys are awesome.
Aren't they one of our sponsors?
I think so.
They're a corporate sponsor for the Eastern Carolina Veterans Route.
They're incredibly awesome company to deal with, and obviously very charitable as well. So you guys should look them up.
And we'll have links in the description below. Our plan to visit Fort Fisher was a little bit off. The fort is actually closed. So Daisy called an audible. We're at the beach. On our way down to catch the ferry at Fort Fisher. We'll go from Fort Fisher over to Southport. We're hoping to catch the 2:30 ferry. All right, so we're here in Merle's Inlet. We're at a hip camp. This is one of the last remaining farms here in Merle's Inlet. That's what the host told us anyways. So we're gonna set up camp. So far, this is a little bit better than Jones Lake in regards of the bugs. Hey Matt, is that one of those really cool Outland Motorworks tents you got up there?
That is, it's a really cool Outland tent Motorworks and a 270 awning.
Aren't they one of our sponsors for the Eastern Carolina Veterans Route?
They are. Outland Motorworks was a huge sponsor of the Veterans Route this time, and we thank them so much.
That is awesome. Daniel is one of the best guys I've ever met. Can we get a hold of him anytime we need something from Outland Motorworks?
In truth, anytime I need to talk to Daniel, he is always there, whether it's via text or phone call. He's an awesome guy.
I bet you we'll have links in the description below to get a hold of him too, won't we?
All the links are in the description below.
All right, man. Morning. It's about 8 o'clock. We're about to roll out. We decided to let somebody else cook for us. It was the last campground. We slept good, but we are inundated by nature. This campground, we're right next to a major road. There were gunshots at 1 a.m. There were chickens at 4, 5, and 6, and it was a comedy of errors. So we're gonna pack up. Me and Carver got us a nice little shower this morning. I don't know what good it did because I'm dripping with sweat with the humidity. But we're gonna roll out of here and we're gonna go get something to eat, and hopefully we'll be able to highlight a really good place for you guys to at least go get breakfast in Murrells Inlet. If you don't do the work on your truck, who does it for you?
There's only one person.
Who's that?
Come here, I'll show you. Take a little walk with me. This ain't just for fun. It's because Rocky Creek's the only people I trust.
Aren't they one of our corporate sponsors?
Oh, they are.
There's a reason for that, aren't they?
There is. Because they're the best. Listen, they specialize in Toyota, Lexus, and Honda, but it don't mean that's all they do. I've had Ryan at Rocky Creek work on the Tacoma. He's worked on Moxie. He can do it all.
And there's a link in the description below where they can find all their information, isn't it?
That's exactly right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
We're here at the last stop as a group with the Eastern Carolina Veteran Route, and this is Patriots Point. We've got the USS Yorktown. There's a submarine. I think it's the USS Yaffe or Yaffety or something like that. There's a couple other historical military museums. We're gonna go experience it, enjoy it as a group, and we'll bring you along.
What did you say, Daisy?
I said that little baby one, I could probably drive it. Look at it.
This was the ending that was bittersweet. We had spent the last couple of days together, starting to bond and come together as a group. And Carver and Jesse and Daisy's youngest boy, Tristan, they really hit it off, and just they were inseparable all through the tour of the Yorktown. But we realized that it was quickly coming to an end, and we already started planning for the next year. We also were blessed to see this pod of dolphins here, the mom and her 2 calves. But we spent the whole day just hanging out together and enjoying each other's company and thinking about all the sacrifices that the men and women of our armed forces have done for us, and how this trip was meant to honor them and give them opportunities to be able to readjust back to civilian life and have a community that they can feel comfortable in. and it didn't fall short of our expectations. So we hope that you'll join us in donating to Mind Overland and helping out this amazing group, especially since Helene canceled their major fundraiser. This is going to help them help more veterans through this program. So please continue to donate. We'll let you know when our donations are going to end. But please continue to donate. Please continue to think about it. And thank you for joining us.